All right. Hey, welcome to another session of Conversations with Jeff. And for those of you who don't know, our mission is to share impactful information with guest speakers from all walks of life, businesses, communities, family, right? And they're sharing their experiences, giving you that person out there that knows you're meant for more, giving you that person out there that keeps on swinging when life shows up, because the battle's in the comeback, baby. Giving you some solutions that you can use, impactful solutions that you can use to reset your life. Not stop, not quit in the comeback, baby, because the gift in the life and the magic is in the comeback. And I'm outside today here in San Antonio. Our daughter got recognized for some teaching accomplishments, and that's tonight. So kudos to Kylie Williams, Breedlove Scott. Yes, tremendous individual, great at her profession, and congratulations ahead of time. So, but anyhow, my name is Jeff Tyson, and I'm known as the Comeback King. I got that name from folks talk about it all the time who have seen me go through all these different challenges that many of you have faced throughout our lifetime, right? From childhood to early adulthood, corporate careers, and married life, and all those things. But I want to tell you that I believe that we all have the magic and the gift that we can use. And I talk about it all the time, and that's the mastering and becoming aware of, and then creating some new habits around and being disciplined on changing the conversation you're having with yourself about yourself. And it might be a little windy out here. You may have to get in the car. But anyhow, oh man, what would your life be like if you woke up in the morning this time and you looked in the mirror and you were saw nothing but joy and happiness in your life, right? Big smile looking back at you, your eyes are sparkling. Oh man, right? Because why? Because you've done a few things we talk about all the time on the show. Number one is becoming aware of that conversation that goes on in your head, that self-talk, right? Because our self-talk equals our self-worth, man. That's a tough one for you to hear me say, right? With our self-talk, when we tell ourselves, hey, what's up, Corinne? We tell ourselves is true, man. I mean, so I challenge you all the time on this show. What are you telling yourself right now? What did you tell yourself this morning? Right? I always like to ask you, hey, how was it when you looked in the mirror this morning? Were you that person I just described? Were you shouting with joy and happiness? Were you ready for the world? Were you rubbing your hands together saying, come on? Or were you like me? Did I tell on myself? This morning, I had some, it's not always easy, right, to do what I'm talking about. It's not always easy to show up when life is kicking you in the butt. No, it's not always easy to do these things we talk about, right? So I'm subject to the same things. Today was just one of those mornings, man. I was up. We're working on routine now that gets us up at 4:30 in the morning. My wife and I'm loving that, right? I mean, because you buy back time. How do you buy back time? You can start earlier. You say no to things. I can get on and on about that. So let me just say, because I do have a message or two I want to share with you. But hey, look, it was hard this morning, man. But I'm still here today. We still move forward, right? Life shows up. And that's why we talk about all these things on the show, man. Because what do you do when life shows up? Because we're in the battle, right? The comeback is real. We're either in one, getting out of one, or starting one. And I just wanted to do a little side. Look, behind me, you can see this big, beautiful building, right? This has got something to do with change. And it's a movie theater. But anybody that goes to movies nowadays knows that these big traditional movie theaters that have nothing but movies, it's kind of an artifact, right? I mean, now you go to the movie theater and you have dinner at your seat and you can go play bowling and you can have drinks and you can have a party, all of that enclosed in one location. So what happens to you, that person that's stuck insisting on being the same, insisting on avoiding change, insisting on staying safe in your shell. What's that mean to your life? Right? So the topic today was kind of around reflection and how when you look back in your life, let's just talk about this year, this month. When you look back in that, what do you see? Because all this feeds into how you see yourself, how you talk to yourself, what you believe in yourself, right? So as you reflect back, man, let's just look at categories, health-wise, right? I mean, I'm grateful to be here today. I went through almost a year. Time is kind of flying by, but almost a year since my prostate surgery. And, all things are good, zero cancer in my body and all that. I've got some things going on. I don't know if you can see my legs or not. Wear these little tights. Hey, but I'm glad I can get in here and talk to you. Right, so I reflect on what it means to me, how grateful I am, and why I'm supposed to help other people, other men like me who weren't certain about what to do and found out how to do things and got the right community together and done some other things, right? So we all have health days. So whatever that is, how are you treating yourself? And if you're feeling like crying, sometimes I get it, so do I. If you feel like throwing up your hands and saying, what the H, I get it, so do I. But let me tell you something. When you're done with that, find something to get you out of your bed, get you out of your head, and get you moving. Get you out of your bed and get you out of your head. That's the Jeffism. Get you out of your bed, get you out of your head, and have you moving forward, right? Moving ahead. Anyhow, man, I can talk about that one forever. So, health. Rejoice in your health, man. And so, let's talk about family. As we look back over the family, and we're doing a reflection. It's the end of the month almost, right? So, why not? When's the last time you told everybody in your family you love them for no reason other than, hey, I love you, I'm grateful that you're here? Do you have some wounds that you need to heal with family members? Hey, we're not here forever, right? Did you just do some stuff you wish you could take back? You husbands, right? I mean, I always like to tease husbands. I mean, who out there, just tell me, and wives, you can answer this too. Who out there says stupid stuff on a regular basis to their wife, and then you're like, dang, why did I say that? Or you behave stupidly, that's true, or you just being a knucklehead. Well, for those of us, men or women, have done that. Don't be too proud to say it. What's that word? Somebody put it in the chat. Is it, I'm sorry. Don't be afraid to say I'm sorry. Oh, man. So health, family, business, I don't know, guys. I'm still, figuring out what step 2 is in my adult life, right? In terms of real estate, what type of real estate, in terms of coaching and speaking, I've got that figured out. So we got some great things coming up there, and just really showing up here, man. For those of you out there, I tell you all the time that you're meant for more. Your purpose, your message needs to be shared. Get up off the couch, get up from behind the state of fear, and get out here and find somebody that can help you begin to help yourself so that you can help others, man. Right? Don't keep it all to yourself. Don't keep all of you to you. Share you with the world, or share you with whatever amount of people you feel necessary, because we need to hear from you. Right? Whoever you might be, we need to hear from you. So anyway, I don't have my notes on all over the place, so I don't think my phone's about to die too. So talked about family, talked about business, talked about health. Here's the hit. Look, and I've been fortunate to have met some cool people, just some everyday folks that have some everyday problems, right? And I had this young man, I was talking to him this morning. He's a junior in high school. Check it out, stay with this story, right? Imagine yourself being in this situation. He's a junior in high school. And he says, man, I'd really like to graduate early. I'm like, okay. And I kept talking to him, and he wouldn't talk much. And then at the end, towards when he was getting ready to leave, he says, you know, he stutters. Right? Wow, man. And he was getting ready to go to school. And I said, kids probably pick on you a lot, don't they? And I could see tears in his eyes. Man, parents, are you paying attention to your kids? I mean, I didn't, look, I tell you about my school. I felt that pain, right? Because I didn't read that well in school, man. So back in the early days, they made you go up and read in front of the class. I was like, oh, God, do I have to do that? Oh, man, I felt. So where's our compassion, right? I mean, so let's pause, parents. Let's make sure we are talking with our children and not at them. Let's make sure we're listening for the words that they do not say. Let's get that feeling into the conversation so we can connect with them on the emotional side. And it's hard. Right? My granddaughter's 13, a man living in the mind of a 13-year-old. Holy smokes. But I work to listen to her. I work to look at her as we talk. I work to stay engaged. I have no idea what the heck she's talking about. Right? So, reflection, man. Take a look. Check your pulse. I gave you some categories to look at. Maybe some things I'm going to give you now again, and that is to go back to the conversation you're having with yourself, about your life, and the categories in your life. Pay attention to what you're hearing, what you're saying to yourself, and what your friends and people are saying to you, what you're watching and reading. Pay attention to that. And then the exercise begins when you say, not today. Hey, Jeff, I'm going to look in the mirror Whoa, hey, looks like we're back. Oh man, I'm sitting here looking at everything. Hey, I don't know if anybody's still there or not. Sorry guys, my phone was out of battery, and I just man, I felt compelled to share what I shared. And Isaac, I appreciate you showing up, and Darlene, and the folks that are there earlier. You'll just have to go back and catch the other one. I just wanted to say thank everybody for showing up today, and know that I believe in you and you are worthy of success. Nothing shall stop you from reaching your destiny. Please, 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 please don't feel like you can't change where you're going based off of what you've done in the past. Don't feel like you can't change where you're going when you're sitting right here today and you maybe like me with all these different things, not sure of the outcome. I already told you, I'm not sure. I know one thing's for sure is I'm going to show up. Right, I'm going to have faith in the fact that it's going to be okay. I'm going to do the work necessary begrudgingly. I just have to turn up. Got to turn up the energy, the focus on feeding myself with the things I'm telling you guys, feeding myself with I will not be denied. I am worthy of success. Nothing will stop me from reaching my destiny. I will not be denied. Oh man, people probably think I'm crazy. I talk about this stuff in the middle, and I'm driving down the street. I've got this practice that I'm working on, and it's 10 minutes a day devoted to developing my self-confidence, right? What is it that I can do to myself, that I say to myself, right? Because self-confidence is key. Not just, well, how many would agree? Put it in the chat about self-confidence being, when your self-confidence is high, you'll tackle anything. When your self-confidence is questionable or subject to, getting beat up for some experiences called life, how is your confidence? How is your energy? How are your tendencies to face and attack new things, right? So, anyhow, I just wanted to hop back and say thanks everybody for today. And I know it's kind of all over the place, but this will be kind of more of a Jeff one-on-one conversation with those of you moving forward, and getting guests lined up for future shows with conversations with Jeff. But I gotta say to you as I wrap this thing up that don't be like the movie theater I talked about. Don't stay in a comfort space and life passes you by when the opportunities are right in front of you. Innovation is key to change, right? Be yourself while you do it. Know that you're meant for more. And those that do the work get the benefit. You got to do the work. It doesn't happen without the work. So I want to say to you out there, those people that I know you know who you are. Those of you that have done great things and you're ready for the next level, to those of you that are not sure what the heck you're going to do next, and that one in the middle that's just like me today, in the last couple of months, or the last year or so. What the heck, life? I'm doing the things I think I'm supposed to do it, but the results aren't where they're supposed to be, and I want to whine and cry. But then I look in the mirror, and sometimes I don't like who looks back at me. But I keep looking. I keep telling myself the things that I'm talking to you about. Today is a new day. Hey, today is a new day. Let's begin the day with joy, happiness, and let's end the day with joy and happiness. Let's create a new practice. Let's do the things that you've been taught to do that work. And that is number one. Like I'm closing up with this. Pay attention to what's going on in your head, the conversation, and what you're saying back to yourself. Begin to know that I'm stressed out, or I'm worried, or I don't have time, or I failed at blah, blah, whatever that mess is that we say to ourselves. It's just a defense that we build up around us, the walls that we build up that keep us trapped. Let's begin to tear them down with new practices, new tips. Pull different levers. I can, I will, I shall. Nothing should stop you from reaching your destiny. I'm going to say it till you can believe it. Nothing will stop you from reaching your destiny. Do not be denied. We are all worthy of success. Each and every one of us. So hopefully, this message has helped some, or made you think about some things, or but nothing at all. However, drop a note in there, and if there's some other topics you'd like to talk about, let's do that, right? Let's work together to change this world, one person at a time, one community at a time. It takes a village to raise one. Let's become that village. Have a great, fantastic day. Appreciate everybody. We'll see you on the next episode. Talking to Jeff.